Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Projects. In today's video we're going to be doing another episode of Wreck This Channel, and I've picked 3 pretty awesome pages to do this week, so let's get straight into it. Now the first page is a page for 4-letter words, so I was thinking of the word game, and we're going to do some board games. Number 2 is document time passing. I'm swearing at you. Document time passing. So what I wanted to do for this one is do some flip books within the page so that you could literally document time going by. And then finally the third one is float this page. I'm going to turn the page into a boat, and I'm actually going to float it in the outside bath that we have got. That sounds a bit strange. We've got a bath outside. The reason being we were sick of paddling pools popping, getting punctured, not lasting more than, a few weeks over summer. So we thought we'd just put a bath in the garden instead. So I'm going to float the boat in the bath. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Is that what you would like to see today? So that's the pages we're going to do. Let's crack on. A page for 4-letter words. So first up, I wanted to cut out the title because I'm going to use that later to stick in the centre, so I needed to cut that out first. Now I was looking through lists of words, 4-letter words, as you do, and the one that popped out the most was game. I thought, we love games in this house. I love board games. The most nostalgic classic board game there is Monopoly. So what I'm going to do is do the Monopoly board, like literally surrounding this, and then I think I'll add something more interesting in the middle, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what comes to my brain as we go. But yeah, so let's start off with putting the Monopoly around the edge, like the border where all the properties are. So let's do that now. Now I've cut a piece of paper to size so I can cover up the bit that I cut out, and that's going to sit in the middle. And then I do a lot of detailed measuring, so all the properties go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside, chicka 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 chicka. And as you can see, the length and the width is actually different, so the squares are a different size, but it doesn't affect it at all. And then I go over that all in a fine liner so it all stands out. I think I'm gonna use probably mainly Posca markers to do this because they work really well in these books. Let's just do it. Let's get crazy. I'm really tired today and I don't want to do anything. But I persevered. I got out my Posca pens and I had to colour in each individual little square. So that took some time. Now you will see that I'm missing orange and brown, which is really annoying. So I had to use my old acrylic paint pens for those 2 colours. But it still looks alright. That's fine. Did you know I've got chicks? So I've actually started a new TikTok. I mean, who doesn't want to watch chickens all day long? Because that's all I do at the minute. Head over to my TikTok to see lots of cute videos of chicks being hatched, because we've now got 18 chicks. Got a bit sunburnt this week. Come have a look at my chicks. Shall I show you? I'm sorry to alarm everyone. It's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. So we've got 9 chicks in here. Hi. And we've got another 9 down here. I just love my chicks so much. Oh, they're looking at me. Do you want your mummy? I'm their mummy. So now onto the details, and this really took some effort. It was hard work drawing all these little pictures and colouring it all in and making it all perfect. I tell you what the hardest bit was, then I had to write in all the names in tiny font. It was insane. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. So once I finished the Monopoly board, I wanted to add something attractive in the centre to make it a little less boring. So I thought, oh, I could do some dice, or die, should we say. There are 2 of them. Wow, I'm going to have to stop myself there. Did I really just get that mixed up? There are 2 die, therefore it is dice. And then I wrote the word game, because it's actually a place for 4-letter words, so I thought, you know, I need to write the word game, so I did that. And then finally onto gluing the page into the book. As usual, I use PVA glue to stick it in. It's nice and strong, and I am so pleased with the outcome. I think it looks wicked. Okay, so this one says document time passing. Lots of things went through my brain with this one. I was thinking maybe doing Dali's melting clock kind of stuff thing. And my brain wasn't really working. So I didn't know what sort of thing to draw. And I didn't really find much inspiration. And I was thinking maybe like a sand timer. And I went through hundreds of different ideas. And the one that stuck with me was doing a flip book. I wanted it to be something that you could do on the page, something where you can literally see time passing. So yeah, I was like, I could do a flip book and you literally see time passing. So I don't know if I'm going to do like a flower growing, or a person getting taller. Do like a sand timer, and as you go through the flip book, the sand's passing down. I'm going to have a little play with a few different things and see what sticks, what works, and maybe I will bring in the other things, have like a main flip book like sat in the middle, and then lots of time associated words around it. This is where my brain's going right now. It's developing ideas as we talk, and it's going to continue to develop until it's there on the paper. So let's do it. Let's start with a flip book. So this is a light up screen thing. I stole this from my daughter because we bought this flip book set for her, and yeah, she doesn't mind me stealing some of her paper and her little screen for a little while. Don't worry, I will reimburse her with some more paper. But yeah, I decided to do the sand timer. I just thought it was just so cool. I was like, that's genius. Yes, I'm calling myself a genius. So I did this really quite scribbly sketch, and then what you do, if you've not done a flip book before, is put the other piece of paper on top, and you draw it again. But I'm going to move the sand down slightly every single time so it looks like the sand is falling down. So here I am numbering it so I don't get confused. I then get rid of the first one, and then I trace the second one, again moving the sand down. And you just repeat this process until you've got your animation set. So here is my flip book. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too thin to use the proper screws, so I just went and stapled it instead. But it's okay because we're going to cover up that part of it and watch the sand fall. How cool is that? So I stuck the flip book to the corner because I thought that way you can still use the flip book. And then I found this really cool paper in my set of pretty paper stuff, and I was like, that's perfect. So I trimmed it down to size and stuck that onto the left page, slightly going onto the right page so that it would cover up the staples. So once that dried, I then went in and just wrote
loads of words that were to do with time, and then did like this cool little flowy clock thing.
Float this page. So I quite like the colour addition for this because it's blue and it's got the sea and it's quite cool. So it's already a pretty page. So I'm going to cut out this page. Yes, it's blank behind, so we can literally float this page. So I'm going to cut out this page. Put the book down, Cassie. I'm going to cut out that page and I'm going to like do an origami style boat thing. I might put tape over it first so that it actually floats and it's kind of waterproof. And then we've got to stick it back in the book. So yeah, let's turn the page into a boat.
So first up, we're going to cut out the page, and unfortunately it doesn't rip out very nice.
Oh no.
But it's okay, we'll make it better using the sellotape. So I just put the tape all over the front of it. I then cut it out, and then I repeat the process on the back, and I cut it out again, and then we've got this nice lovely waterproof page. Okay, so origami. First we fold the piece of paper in half, and then we fold it in half again, and then we open up that half and use that as a line for our little triangles, so we make it look like a little boat. And then we add a couple more little triangles at the bottom, we turn it over, and we repeat that process so the two triangles are facing outwards and they're both the same. So we're going to flip that back round, and then we're going to fold that up. So I really like that the sea waves came up underneath it. I was like, yes, I like this. Then we do a little tricky bit where we open it up and squish it back down again, so we have a square. Now we fold up the corner, not all the way to the top, but almost to the top. And then we open it up again and we pull out the side bits to create the boat. Look how cool that is! It was so effective and really simple. So now we need to go outside and float it. Okay, so here is the little page that I made earlier. Basically, I cut out this black border and then I put loads of tape on it and cut it out again and then just stuck it into the book. And then I used Posca paint markers to do the little waves and the writing. And then I used some string to attach the boat to the page. So I just poked two little holes, one in the boat, one in the page, and then I just taped it to the back of the page. So not only did I actually float this boat, but it also floats in the book as well. So I thought that that was quite nice, a nice little addition there. And it folds flat so you can still close the book. How great's that? If, like me, you like getting creative, not just art, not just crafts, but even if it's DIY or baking or gardening, whatever you're into that allows you to get creative, then feel free to come and join my Facebook group. It's called Cassie's Creativity Club, and basically we just share our artwork. We encourage each other, inspire each other, I absolutely love sharing your creations, and this week we have got this awesome Wreck This Journal entry. Now this was made by Chloe Monks, and she's cut out loads of magazines and used watercolour, and I think it's so effective for this page. Super job, Chloe. Random comment of the week is from Amanda McCready, and she's put, "I love your mini book. I would definitely buy a prompt book from you." That makes me so happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Amanda. Basically, if you don't know what Amanda's talking about, I did a miniature version of my dream in my last episode, and I would love to create my own prompt book one day, and I can't imagine that being real. So to hear that makes it a little bit more real, and it's really exciting. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!